Good morning, everyone. It's Dr. Kathy. So here we are, ready for our Sunday ceremony, and let us begin by establishing our protection and our connection on a deeper level to Spirit with the simple tools that we have been given by Amma, the Divine Mother. First, the heart source. And those of you who know how to do this know that all you need to say is heart source, and it happens. The heart source establishes around you. And for those of you watching for the first time, bring your attention to the center of your chest, which is the heart chakra, and go into the heart chakra deep within. Just allow your consciousness to move in there. Sometimes it helps if you just breathe and imagine going deeper and deeper. And now go around to your back and go into the back of your heart chakra. This is a really special place, the back of your heart chakra, because as you go deeper and deeper, keep going, and it's like you step into this expansive room, which is your sacred space. And there's all kinds of things you can do in your sacred space. Good. So now you're in two places. And what Amma tells me, that's two different dimensions. So now go around to the front, go to your brow chakra, the sixth chakra, go into the front of your third eye. And if you go deep enough with the knowledge, and some of you would see it anyway, at the very back of the front of your third eye is the violet flame, ready to be activated. We're going to wait just a few moments to activate it because we're going to finish the heart source. Now, staying there, so you're in three different places, move to the back of the third eye and go deep within there. Some of you may need to move up a little bit. I've noticed that people seem to go into the back of the third eye a little bit. That, whoever that was, just went right in, deep within. So now you're connected deeply within your heart, front and back, and your third eye, front and back. Now we're going to connect them, which connects the two brains that you have. The brain, the one in your skull, which is related to the third eye, and your heart brain, which has actual neural tissue in it, which is activated by the heart chakra. A beam of energy from your heart to your third eye. Just notice what happens. And now send that beam of energy straight up to the center of the universe. It knows where to go. And now all the way down, keeping it up there at the center of the universe and bringing that beam of energy all the way down into the center of the earth. And as Amma says, you are grounded above and below. And this is an experience truly of walking between the worlds, walking between dimensions. The earthly dimension and the dimension of spirit, who is within the earth, but this is different. Now just say, heart source, expand to the furthest reaches of my seventh layer of the aura, or tips of my fingertips, whichever is larger. And your heart chakra, your heart source will expand if your aura expands. And now declare, I am the sword. For those of you not familiar with that, that is the sword of Archangel Michael. And for those that you have not received the sword, extend your dominant hand, palm up. Ask Michael the Archangel to be with you. And ask him for his sword. And he will place the hilt of his sword in your hand. I always feel it every time I say that. He places it in your hand. Grasp it and hold it up. Point up, straight in front of you with the hilt at your heart. And place it in your heart chakra, where it will spread throughout your body. And now to activate it, you only need to say, I am the sword. This is another layer of protection. And now I said we'd activate the violet flame. Violet flame, activate all around the 7th layer of my aura. Now, Archangel Michael's sword, you can use yourself and any part of your body, like your finger or your fingertip, to dissolve any congestion within you, any imbalance within you. And the violet flame will take any low vibration energies which is coming towards you and will dissolve it as well. So you have protection from within and from without. Good. And now, let us form our healing lecture room. All of us listening to this, whether live or whether 100 years from now, watching this on video, there is a floor of light below us, a canopy of light above us, pillars of light in each corner. I want you just to notice the pillars of light in each corner. There are energies in there. I see different things at different times. Sometimes it's just white, bright light. Sometimes it has colors in it. Sometimes I see it geometric figures like infinity signs, the double helix of the DNA, Metatron's cube. And I'm hearing from someone, one of my guides that I've called in to help me with this, who says that each person will see what it is they need to see. Or if they can't see it, just know that it is there, the vibration needed. And now, around the full perimeter of our healing lecture room are members of the angelic realm. And these actually today is, except for 4 angels, these are from Archangel Michael's band, and they are standing from pillar to pillar to pillar to pillar and back to the first pillar with their swords outstretched over us, protecting us. And the other 4 archangels are actually from Archangel Golden's band, and that means they are golden and they work with the encodements in a very deep and special way as they begin and form all of the encodements and learn what it is that we need. Just feel the energy. And there is a central pillar within, right down the center of our healing lecture room. By the way, this is not, what am I going to say? I didn't come up with this. It is from something called the Melchizedek method, and I've adapted it, or Amma's adapted it to her sort needs here. So this is not my creation. Well, we created it, didn't we? But it is not novel to me. The central pillar contains all the spiritual beings that are here to support us. Each one of you who have special aspects of the one that you pray to. It could be Yeshua, it could be the Father, it could be the Mother, except the Father and Mother just told me that they aren't in the central pillar. They overlight everything. Saints, like the saint I was telling you about, Catherine of Siena, and all the Chohans of the rays are there. And what are some of the Chohans? Who are some of the Chohans? Kuan Yin, Mother Mary, Athena, Lord Maitreya, Hilarion, Saint Germain, the Buddha. They are all there with us. They are adding their energy here. You may ask, request a specific being to come in. If they are not already in the central pillar, they will come. If they are already in the central pillar, they will step out so that you feel, see, sense them. And now, Hilarion and Yeshua and Kuan Yin and Mother Mary are stepping out of the group for our healing ceremony. Notice they are here. And now, appearing right there for you, right behind you, are green jade chairs of healing. This is from Hilarion in the fifth ray, the ray of healing. And you are invited to sit. And standing next to you is Kuan Yin with the vase, or shall we say vase, which holds compassion. And on the other side of you is Yeshua with his bright healing light, love, mercy, and you may see a symbol of it, of the energy of standing in your truth and following the first ray, which is the will of God. And behind you is Mother Mary, who on the earth plane was Yeshua's mother. And she is standing there with Kuan Yin on one side, though, her in the back, also with compassion, as she knows what it is like to have life turn out in a difficult way. She knows what it's like to lose your spouse. She knows what it's like to lose a child. And she knows what it's like to be asked to do the unthinkable, the unknowable, something more than you've ever been asked before. And she is standing there with you. Now, for the healing ceremony with you today, I would like you to tell your healing team what it is that you most desire for healing. Remember that healing is different than curing. Curing has to do with the physical body, and healing has to do with what caused the discordance in the physical body, the emotional, mental, spiritual wounds that are there. I'm going to give you just a minute or so to state that. I'm going to do that for myself too. Okay, now I'm being guided to share with you what I got. It seems like when I do these things, even when Amma does it, I don't exactly have a lot of privacy. But what I was told to share with you, that I was, and it's my healing guy, actually my soul self, that said, asked to release that need you have within you for people to respond to you in the way you want them to respond, rather than the way of who they are. And just notice then what you are being asked to do. So we get taken deeper and deeper into the spiritual. And so what they're actually doing is asking me to detach from any expectations, It doesn't mean you don't have intentions, expectations from others. Kuan Yin now offers you a drop from her vial of compassion, and this compassion is for yourself. And Mother Mary places within your heart a rose. Actually, it's a rose bush. Notice the color or colors of the bush. Some people are given a rose bush of a specific color. Others are given a rose bush filled with colorful roses. And she is saying that the rose bush represents life. It needs to be in good soil. And she says, which is adhering to the Spirit of God, the first ray, the will of God. It needs nurturance, which is community, filling your mind with good things and your heart with good things, watching what you put in your through your eyes, bring through your eyes and your ears and your nose, your senses. It has a stem. All the roses have stems, which these, for your rose bush, grow strong because of the nourishment that you bring to yourself. And yet there are still the thorns. And life can be filled with thorns. She says, but if you discarded the rose simply because of the thorns, you will miss the beauty of the bud and the blossoming. And now, Yeshua. Select 3 things that you would like balanced in your life. I know that you spend a little time thinking about it, but 3 things. Now, identify the first. Yeshua is sending you the vibration of love needed to bring healing to that first, to bring balance. And now the second thing. What is the second thing? Yeshua is sending you the exact vibration you need to balance that. And what is the third thing? And again, Yeshua is sending you the energy that you need, of the exact vibration you need to bring healing to that. And now you are invited for intentions that you would like for other people, those who have asked you for prayer or energy healing, or to keep in mind or to fill with light. Just call to them, telling them from your heart that you are now here for them, here for them. And ask for them to be filled with the exact vibration of love needed. And the word I'm getting is especially. What is needed to open their heart to knowing and accepting the love of God. And I'm being given that quote that I had with God saying, I loved you before you existed. And now before each one of you, where you can see all of you encircling the planet, standing outside the planet where the planet actually looks small, like you could hold the planet in your hands. Ask for the vibration of love needed to bring about the cleansing of the waters. And know when you do this that you are also activating the creation of new beings, such as algae. And they've already found that some of this is happening. Some things are developing that will consume radiation, that will consume and transmute petroleum, even assist in the breakdown of plastic. Now ask for the vibration of love needed to bring balance to all of the animals and plants within the oceans and within any of the waters, to balance algae, to bring revival to coral, to transmute the DNA, which has been, what do I call it, deformed in a sense, of all of the swimming and rooted things that live within the water. Ah, this one just came. And now we call for all of the souls of the bodies of the people that were thrown overboard for whatever reason that happened, especially in the slave trade, and in other cases. We call upon all of the angels and all of the beings who work with bringing people who have lost their way, who do not know how to make it home, to surround them and fill them with love, opening a portal that shows them the path to the way home. And the last thing we're going to do today, and I'm being told by Hilarion that this is major. Not that the others weren't, but this is major. It is calling upon the encodement team of the planet to remove from the material of the earth, the soil and the water, any curses which have settled into the land due to blood being shed, due to people being treated as non-entities, as things. We ask for the removal of every curse spoken upon this planet of ours from the time life began to now. And now, offer thanksgiving and appreciation for being able to participate in this healing. And as Hilarion says, know that you have been healed in the same ways that you have prayed for others to be healed. And now, Amma, the Divine Mother, invites you to either stay in the green chair of healing, the green jade chair of healing, or to pull up your easy chair with your coffee or tea or water that is there, asking your encodement team to activate, create and activate, to harmonize your encodement system so that you may receive all aspects of the message that she gives to you today. And the next one that you hear will be Amma, the Divine Mother. Good morning to you, dear ones, beautiful beings of our creation. You are the ultimate creative aspect of ourselves. You have the choice within you to be who you wish to be. Choice. You may think you don't have choice. Well, there are ways that you don't. You may not grow taller. You could grow wider, correct? There are a few things that you have choice in, because so much of your choice, in fact, all of the possibilities of choice, were determined before you entered that smallest growing collection of cells that you became. How amazing it is to think how two cells, one from the male and one from the female, came together in an explosion of light, which set off a chain reaction, which began the multiplication of who you are. And so much has happened since then. In the healing session today, the last thing you were asked to do was to facilitate the dismantling of curses which have been placed upon this planet. And that's what I want to talk about today. Because you can dismantle the curses with your intention. You can call upon your encodement team. You can call upon the encodement teams of the planet. Yes, there are encodements. You can call upon the encodement teams of specific species to break curses, no matter who gave those curses. And I want to talk about some of the curses that this planet struggles with. You know of the curses of war. The curses of war, that you want someone dead by bullet, by sword, by knife, by poison, by radiation. Those are curses of war. There are also curses by your very heart and mind that occur there. It is when that heart and mind is not tuned in to the love from which you were created. The curse which occurs when you have derision for someone who is not as wealthy as you, as someone who has lost a job, as someone with mental illness, physical illness. Someone who violates what some of you call your scriptures, which were not written by us, but energy channeled by us through other people's belief systems. Because I tell you, the only thing that we wish for those of you who were created by our love is that you love and that you experience love. Any words that you make to someone which are not in love, which do not come from love, are curses. Yes, there are hard things you may say in setting boundaries or when speaking to someone which sound difficult, as in, I cannot be with you as long as you are being toxic to me, as long as you curse me, but I will hold you in my heart, asking for the vibration of love you need to open your heart. When those words are spoken from your heart, it is not a curse. How can you assist in removing curses? Yes, you can call upon your healing teams. You can call upon all of those who work with the planet. And there's a specific set of beings, millions of them, who work with your planet. There are those who specialize in the waters, freshwater ones, saltwater, special beings who have been trained and studied to work with polluted waters. There are even those who are managing the waters that are frozen in the glaciers, frozen in the snow. When you align yourself with any of these beings for health and for love, you can assist in breaking those curses, because it is not just the process of dismantling the encodements of the curses. It is the process of living with respect in the dismantling. If you pray for purification of the waters, but pour toxins within the waters, you are supporting the energy of creation of a curse upon the water. You are saying to the water, you are not deserving of the highest vibration of love. When you toss your trash somewhere, except for a trash receptacle, you are again supporting curses, whether they are conscious curses or unconscious curses, of the polluting of the land. When you use words which are angry and vile, not from the heart, you are cursing that individual or those people. You can use the exact same words, even in anger, as long as you are in your heart, that can help bring healing. Anger can be used for destruction, or anger can be used to motivate you when used from the heart, to motivate you and send out an energy that says, no, this is wrong, and act from that. Act in the wholeness of what it is that you want and desire. Asking that it be in alignment with the Creator's energy. Ask that it be for the highest good of all. When you gossip about another, yes, and you know, when you gossip about another, not with the experience of wanting to give support to another, but in spreading what you see as being negative throughout your community about another, that is a curse. When you are saying, we need to gather together to assist someone, a group of people, because they seem to have lost their way in some way. And you gather that energy from your heart. And what is shared with others is meant to pull together your love energy. That is not a curse, that is a blessing. You know when you are in your heart, and you know when you say things to others which are heart-based, and you know because you can feel the difference when you say things to others which are not heart-based. There is a refinement in how you think and feel and express to others, which shows you, tells you, is an example of whether or not you are in your heart source. You are being called to this deeper experience of examining how you think, how you feel, how you speak to others. To examine, was I in my heart source? And if you are not, send out, ask for assistance from all of your spiritual assistants. Send out the vibration of love needed to dissolve that energy that you sent forth. Your thoughts, your words are creative. You know that. They are powerful. And when you express them and send them outwards to others, as one of the children said the other day, you slime someone. You put a layer of energy that they must work through that was your layer of energy. You are being called to be beacons of love in the deepest level of yourself, a level that many people, most people cannot see. That is the level of your thoughts and the inner feelings that you don't express. This is one of the reasons it is so important that you stay in your heart source, because those thoughts do not come to you when in your heart source. And if you spend, let's say, most of your time in your heart source, when in your heart source, or when you just moved out of your heart source and you have thoughts which, in all honesty, you can say are destructive to you or another, and that includes the planet, you can catch yourself more quickly and you can bring yourself back to your heart source and send out the energy needed to reclaim the energy of those words and dissolve them before they take root in someone else or take root in yourself. The spiritual path, which you began, most of you, many years ago, takes you to a greater understanding of energy, of what love is, and brings you to a place of greater refinement to where you notice and become aware of even the more subtle experiences of yourself and how that affects yourself and others. This is part of the process to ascension. You have perhaps heard the words from Yeshua, who, when he walked upon this world, said, "Do not take out the splinter in someone else's eye when you have the log in your own." You are now being noticed, asked to notice the logs in your own, as well as the splinters, as well as those tiny splinters that you may not have noticed. You are called to do these things because you have grown, expanded, developed, and become aware of the love that you are. People who have not had that spiritual growth may only see those logs. Sometimes it's the tree in their eye, but it is your growth, the amazing experience you are having of recognizing what love incarnate means through thought, word, and action, including your feelings, that you are able to purify yourself even more. Call upon your healing team to assist you in this. You can even call upon more angels and guides and ask for experts in the area of noticing where the specks are, where the splinters are, and where you have a tree rooted in yourself you're not aware of. That is how you break a curse and keep it broken. And how you can break a curse given by others and keep it broken by sending out love and replace it with, what do you think? A blessing. You are called to a deeper understanding and awareness of what being love incarnate and the power and presence of God means. And I want to tell you, each one of you, no matter when you are listening or reading this message, that you can do this because of all of the growth you made the commitment to explore. My love to you, precious ones. You are surrounded in love, and I carry you within the womb of growth and creative energy. And I am Amma, the Divine Mother of the Divine Mothers, and oh, how I am your mother. Well, this is Kathy. That was fascinating, wasn't it? I just felt within me that call from Amma is, okay, you've done a lot of really major work. It is now time to look deeper. What a challenge we were given today, weren't we? So I wish you many, many blessings.
A beautiful challenge. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mimi.
I can't wait to read her message again. I always get so much more out of it the second time.
It's interesting, isn't it, how that happens? The reading, the hearing.
Yeah.
All of you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful week. And Cleo, I just want you to know that we see you now.
You can see me?
I can see you.
You popped up a little while ago.
Yeah.
You did something and there you were.
Oh, now you're gone.
And
now
now
you're back again. Take care, everyone.
Have a wonderful eclipse experience to everyone.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Bye.
Bye, all. Thank you all.
Bye.
Bye, Cleo.
Bye, Margaret. Bye, everybody.